So after the bars closed at 2, so my friend offered to invite us over, and we're like, "Okay, like, why not?" So we get there, and the moment we got there, we had to, like, go up to her apartment and stuff like that. I think the moment when we got out of the car is kinda where that magic happened because we both looked at each other, and then we grabbed each other's hands at the same I think it's at the same time. He thinks I grabbed his hand, I think he grabbed his hand. So we're just gonna say it was at the same time.
I think it was probably, like, at the same I just remember we looked at each other and we both just did the motion to, like,
Yeah.
hand in hand.
And then we realized, okay,
This is,
this
like,
is
the real deal. Like, it's not some kind of you would say in German Gedankenzirkus, right? It's not some kind of imagination. It was like a confirmation from the outside, and I
yeah.
think
We went up, then we were like, okay, we're gonna play some games and all this stuff. And after about an hour or two, we said, okay, let's just go back to my place. And once we get back to my place, yeah, they were gonna go home, but they ended up staying. Joshua and I ended up talking the entire night. No sleep. But that's where kind of we connected really well with just talking about much more in depth of certain things. How we see like topics that we talked about. I've never really talked to anybody about either. I don't know, probably
Mhm.
for you as well too,
Yep.
maybe. And it was just so deep to a point where I'm like, okay, this has to be somebody that you have all the qualities that I look for in somebody, but the one thing is you live in Germany. Like, how is that going to work?
I think one funny thing, just as a side note here,
Okay, I know where he's going.
I realized afterwards when I came back to Germany that Susanna thought I'm a complete liar. She thought I lied on every, like, level of what I was telling her. Like, she didn't believe I lived in Germany. She didn't believe that I don't know, played baseball, that I work with kids or something like that.
Like,
Thought
I
she thought I'm sweet talking her into liking
yeah.
me or
I thought, cause okay, first of all, he does not have a German accent. He has a actual American accent. So I was like, how are you from Germany? Like, don't they all kind of have like a little bit of an accent? I thought he was just a guy from the South that was trying to get on me and trying to pull some strings. And yeah, like I used to play like professional or not professional, like
professional.
but like
Baseball.
baseball in Germany. And he worked with a lot of kids, and I was like, okay, people say that just to all girls love guys when they work with kids because as you get older, you're a mom, and you're like, okay, at least he can handle the kids. And so, yeah, it was all true. It was all true. When I came to Germany for the first time, I was like, okay, I am stepping into his life, and it's pretty amazing. But let's bring it back to
You probably have a question though.
yeah.
I'm just wondering, I actually have two questions. Let's start with like going back to your conversations because you've mentioned, Joshua and you, Susanna, as well, that you clicked on so many levels that there were so many similarities and so many, like when it comes to your future perspective or your future visions that just aligned. May I ask, like, I know it's difficult to find words for someone someone who's listening right now or watching right now, to really give the idea on what level you've really clicked, and you've made pretty clear that you had in-depth conversation. But what would it be exactly within those conversations where just like, okay, check, we click, and this is amazing. What topics would it be, for example, you've been talking about?
I think one of the biggest ones that amazed me was the general perception of life and the outlook on life on a base level. Meaning, I mean, no matter what your values are and whatever, you might have a certain view angle on things happening in your life. It might be more, positive or more pessimistic. Everything is okay. I just was shocked on my side because I was coming out of a relationship where I was the person with the positive angle and the other person was very pessimistic. And it became a normal reality to me. But when I saw a young woman that was the opposite of that, I don't know why, but it just I don't know. It just felt great to have somebody to go forward in a positive manner or even imagine stuff being positive together and not just a kind of a wear and tear situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, I mean, base values, just what we care about in life, like caring about family, caring about having a good life, being very industrious and working hard for what you want.
Yeah.
I think.
I think goals that we set ourselves to for success and our family like outlooks on that and just I think everything in all the aspects of life kind of matched up, and that's why it was it just aligned really well between me and I.
I think also I was just amazed by how energetic she is generally and, you know, enthusiastic for things, you know, when we were talking about topics that she's passionate about, I could feel that passion. I was like, I've never met a person like that.
It was very reciprocal. Like everything he gave to me, the energy that he gave to me, I gave out to him. And I think that's where like the magic happened is if somebody is giving you that 100% and that person is giving you 100%, it just makes it feel more special in that way.